happened to me on Game Change and it happened to me on Studio 60. I got these jobs because of the wives of the men directing them, because they were watching all the tapes and it was their wives who were like, you, who are you? You have to, it has to, it's that one, that one. And they were like, really? I wasn't sure. I was thinking maybe the other one, it's gotten down to me and another girl on both of those projects. And both Jay Roach's wife and Tommy Schlamme's wife were like the Sarah girl. And I just think that is, I'm not saying that they were anti me, the men, but they were conflicted. And the women in their lives were like, there's not a conversation to be had here. This is what you got to do. And I always thought that was sort of interesting, these two big sort of seminal moments for me, that getting Studio 60 was a big deal. It was the hottest thing in town. And as you said, the licensing fees alone, and he's coming off of the wild success of The West Wing. Matthew Perry coming off Friends has just ended, and it's his first. It was a really, really, really big deal. And a lot of actresses wanted this part. And I was coming off, as I said, a time of really not working. So I just didn't. And it was Amanda who insisted that they see me, because Amanda was also already cast. And I had originally I think I'd actually gone in for her part before, while she was still being, and they said, per Amanda's suggestion, will you come in for Harriet Hayes? And I don't think I was high on the list. I think ultimately what happened is, as I was told at my final audition, I was told you had to come with characters prepared, like skits and characters. So I brought my bobby pins to do my Juliette Lewis impression. I brought my thing to do my this impression. And I did them. Whereas I think the other girl that it came down to us did not do that. So I think maybe I had that added element, but from what I've understood, and who knows if it's been embellished or memory is a funny thing. But I was told that it was Christine Lottie who was saying to Tommy, like, this is. So I did, in terms of managing my expectation, it was a hard fought job to get. And then, I remember being in my trailer thinking like, oh, so I should probably buy a house because I'm probably going to be in LA for a while. I'd just been in New York and I was like, I'm probably gonna have to stay here. This thing's going to run for 6 or 7 years. And, so it was definitely, and I think we all thought that there were too many of the moving parts were all these anointed, celebrated. But look, at the end of the day, I got to do Aaron Sorkin speak. I got to have his dialogue like live in my mouth and come out of it. Like it's that's something that nobody can take away, no matter what.